Welcome to IvanVentures. I'm glad to have you join me today. Here we discuss business, finance, investing, and the latest developments in the industry. There is always something significant happening in the business world. Let's begin with some important news coming out of Washington, D.C. that's going to have huge ripple effects across the entire business world. I'm talking about something they're calling the Megabill. Officially, it's the One Big Beautiful Bill, and the House of Representatives passed it on July 3rd, 2025. President Trump is expected to sign it into law any day now, so this is like the real deal. It's massive. I mean, it's packed with tax changes, incentives, and honestly, a few curveballs that could totally reshape how businesses operate for years to come. So, let's dive right into what's inside and what it could mean for you, your business, or the industries you're watching. First up, the good stuff for businesses. Permanent tax breaks. This is a huge win because so many of those big tax cuts from the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act were set to expire. Now, they're permanent. That's a ton of certainty for companies. No more wondering if your tax rates are going to spike in a couple years. And here's another big one, full expensing for investments. Businesses can now immediately deduct the full cost of new equipment and machinery in the year they buy it. That's huge. If you're running a factory and you drop $1 million on new robotics, boom, you deduct that amount right away. That's a massive cash flow boost, and it's a big incentive for companies to modernize. For all the tech and biotech folks, R&D deductions are restored. Before, you had to spread out deductions for research over several years. The Megabill brings back the ability to fully deduct R&D costs in the year you spend them. If you're innovating, that's just good news for your bottom line. Manufacturing gets a big boost too. Build a new facility, you can fully deduct the costs immediately. And semiconductor manufacturers get enhanced tax credits. Washington really wants more chips made in America. It's all about boosting domestic production and reducing reliance on overseas supply chains. Now, for my small business owners and entrepreneurs, especially S-Corp, partnerships, or LLCs, listen up. The 20% deduction for qualified business income is now permanent. More money in your pocket, locked in for good. Plus higher Section 179 expensing limits. Small businesses can write off more equipment in the first year instead of slowly depreciating it. That frees up cash for hiring or growth. Huge difference. And for investors, enhanced QSBS gain exclusion. If you hold qualified small business stock for at least 5 years, you can avoid taxes on more gains. The eligibility caps are higher now, so it could really channel more funding into startups and innovation. Last on the positives, expanded employer-provided childcare credit. The bill increases tax credits for businesses that provide childcare, huge for small businesses, great for working parents, and honestly, a great tool to attract and keep talent. Okay, that's the shiny, happy stuff. But yeah, no big bill comes without a few potential downsides. Okay, real talk, here's the big thing everyone's buzzing about. Interest rates might be heading up. Let's break down what that could mean for you and your wallet. This Megabill, it's expected to seriously pump up the national debt. Sounds complicated, but stick with me, this could affect all of us. Sure, it might feel like just numbers on a screen right now, but down the line, it could mean higher rates for everyone. That's something to keep an eye on. And if you're thinking about borrowing for your business, new equipment, or even just a regular loan, yeah, it could get pricier. So, business owners and investors, you're definitely watching this closely, right? Now, for anyone in the electric vehicle world, this is a blow. The bill ends the federal tax credit for electric vehicles. That up to $7,500 credit has driven a ton of EV adoption. Without it, sales could slow, manufacturers might see lower demand, and the push toward electrification could lose momentum. And for sustainability, there's some bad news for renewables. The bill phases out tax incentives for clean energy projects. Solar, wind, you name it. That could make clean energy projects less attractive, potentially slowing the transition to renewables. If you're in solar or wind or looking to invest in green projects, it's definitely a concern. So, what's the bottom line? This bill is absolutely a boost for corporate earnings and investment, especially in manufacturing, tech, and industries looking to grow. Permanent tax relief, faster write-offs, and new innovation incentives. But the trade-offs are real. Bigger national debt could mean higher borrowing costs. and sectors like electric vehicles and clean energy are losing crucial support, which could slow progress and shift investment priorities. At the end of the day, this bill is poised to reshape how businesses make decisions, where to invest, how to grow, and which industries might thrive in the coming years. That's the scoop on the Megabill, folks. Keep your eyes on how this unfolds once President Trump signs it into law. I'll be tracking how it plays out for businesses and investors right here on IvanVentures. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, please follow or subscribe and share it with someone who's into these topics. It helps me keep going. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building the life and business you deserve.